What's good, family? As always, we're going to get into it. No intro or anything like that. If you're looking for 10 ways to make money from home or online in 2025, this is the video. Of course, all of my videos from here on out is going to be straight authentic content. So if you're looking for the cut screens and the fancy edits, hey, this channel is not for you. But if you're looking for some practical actionable steps that you could take, just some authentic raw content, right? This is the channel. Go ahead and tap in. So let's get straight into it, y'all. Let me get to my notes here and we're gonna do it. So coming in at number one is freelancing, right? Freelancing. Um, and essentially what freelancing is offering services, whether you can write, whether you can do graphic design, whether you're in social media management, whether you want to offer virtual assistance to other people. Basically, what you're doing is leveraging your skills, right? You can put it on a platform. The platform that I usually use, Real Soul Music, talk videos for knowledge. Appreciate you tapping in for sure. Hopefully, you get some great value from this live stream. So yeah, y'all, number one, freelancing, right? Again, that's offering your skills or your service, whatever, right? If you any skills you got, you want to package them and offer it directly to the marketplace. So where can you go to really list your offer or list your skills? I recommend this is where I spend most of my money with freelancing projects is Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com. So that's Fiverr. You can go there and it has a bunch of different categories, right? Any skill set that you have, you can put it on that platform. Another place that I recommend, it's a little bit more high quality work, I think, or at least the price point is, because you can definitely find quality work on Upwork also. But I spilled the beans already. So it's upwork.com. And this is a website. It's almost like a marketplace that you can go, whether you're looking for services or looking for someone to help you create a project, or if you're offering to help somebody create a product. Those two websites, in my opinion, are great places to list your freelancing skills. Another place that's not really talked about, but a lot of high-level entrepreneurs use, my virtual assistants came from there, is onlinejobs.ph. Again, that's onlinejobs.ph. So if you have a skill set and you want to use it in the role of a virtual assistant, you may want to check out that website and make sure that you have your portfolio or your skills listed there, because there are a ton of entrepreneurs looking for high quality virtual assistants, or you may hear me refer to them as VAs, to help them in their business, right? And I know just in our mastermind alone, we have one entrepreneur that I think has up to, I would say, about 8 virtual assistants. And on top of their base pay, they give them a bonus for how much money they create for the company. So, you know, it may start out with a couple dollars initially, but the relationship with the business owners you can build equity or have a partnership with that particular business owner. If they're a high-level business owner, I also pay my virtual assistants over and above. They'll have a baseline pay, but if they do over and above their job, we always have incentives so they can get paid more. So again, the freelancing play, the big thing with that one is just coming into awareness of your skill set. What are you good at? What can you offer to the marketplace that is of value? And remember, because I used to get confused on this at the beginning part of my journey, is what exactly do you mean by value? It took me a long time to really realize this value piece. And I understand, talking to a lot of new entrepreneurs, they also struggle with this. And the reason is because when you think of value, sometimes you think of what's valuable to you. So you like, hey, I know how to do X. That's valuable, right? And you put your stamp on it. And let me say this, it could be valuable, but in the world of business and entrepreneurship, we need to be speaking what's valuable to the marketplace or to your ideal client, right? Because I can say, hey, I make the best pancakes in the world, right? We just speaking of being a chef. But when I go to put it on a food trailer or put it in a restaurant, and the people say, man, these pancakes are basic, or I wouldn't pay for this, or they're nasty. Yeah, the value is still there for me, but I'm not my customer. I'm not going to buy my own pancakes, right? So in terms of business, we have to remove emotions, right? And I hate to harp on this point so long because I want to give you guys another video tonight, but that's the key gem. Whenever you're moving into entrepreneurship and making money from home in 2025, what is deemed valuable by your customer or your marketplace? It's not what you say is valuable, it's what they say is valuable because you're serving them. Okay. And once you understand that, business will get a lot easier. Thinking of value in terms of the other person, you know, because you could even write a great book, right? And you're like, this is about my life. It's super valuable. My life is valuable, and it is. But in business, right, if we're selling a service or a product, we need to make sure it's a solution and that other people can relate or see that value in the marketplace and be willing to exchange their dollars for that. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Mr. Brown, Mr. Calvin Brown is in here. Let me shout you out. Appreciate you tapping in. You always in, man, for sure. Hopefully I can add some value to you guys. Let's keep moving down the list. Let me get back into my notes. So if y'all see me looking down, it's just to stay on point so I won't ramble. Number 2 I have on my notes is affiliate marketing, right? So affiliate marketing is promoting other products or services. And let me make sure I'm still on. Am I still live? Yes, I'm still live. So it's promoting other people's products or services, and you get a certain percentage of the sale. Again, I like to harp on because sometimes people will misconstrue what affiliate marketing is, and they think like you're adding a tax or a fee to the normal price. Nope, the price is still the price. If y'all seen that reel out there, the price is still the price, okay? So the price stays the same, but the owner of that offer or that product gives you 20, 30, 40, sometimes up to 50% of what the sale is for helping them acquire a customer. Okay, I do it inside of my businesses and my courses, my trainings, my mentorships. So even if you're starting entrepreneurship and you want to make money from home from your laptop, maybe you don't even have transportation. See what other quality products there are out there and see if they have affiliate deals or affiliate partnerships where you can say, hey, I believe in this person. I want to make some money by help spreading the word of their message. I want to get behind this movement. And yeah, you can run up a nice bag. Another one of the guys in our group definitely made him a millionaire just off of affiliate marketing, right? Promoting other people's products and services. Okay, where can you go to start that? Again, you can start, which they have smaller commissions, usually I say 5 to 10%, sometimes less. Amazon associates, just selling or referring other people to products on Amazon that you may have, that they may have asked you about. Another big dog in this affiliate marketing space is ClickBank. And another one I recommend is Share a Sale. So even, and let's flip this thing on its head a little bit. Even if you do have a product or a service and you're looking for more affiliates, you can actually list your products and services on these sites like a ClickBank, like a Share a Sale, and other people will, if they feel that it's a great deal or a great offer, promote that to their platform, to their audience, And that way it adds value to both of you guys. You get more customers for your offer, and they get paid for doing the marketing or promoting your offer, okay? Number three I have here, if you have a skill set, you could take it to online tutoring or teaching. Now, I'm not sure of how many of you guys know, back in the day, I was actually a high school math teacher and a coach. And how sometimes, well, I only did it one summer. I did some tutoring over the summer. After school, well, I did it during the summer and I did it after school, but it allowed me to make some extra money. Now, back when I was teaching, yeah, I was making around $1,800 per month. Not every paycheck. We would get paid one time a month. You guys can leverage this. Of course, they're getting paid a lot more now. You can leverage it via Zoom, and you can connect. You can actually run ads if you like. If you don't want to go through any of these platforms, run ads, build your site, and drive traffic. I would target zip codes with a lot of schools in them and just run ads. I would initially, you guys know how I do business, to get the social proof. I would do a few for free, let them see those results, and then use those reviews to sell your tutoring or your online teaching service the way that you would like, right? So that's a huge play. And some ones that I research here. It's a company called VIP Kid, where you can sign up if you have some school, some skills to teach for online tutoring or teaching. I also saw something called Preply, would be a good one. And then Wyzant is another one, WYZAN. And I saw, I wrote in my notes, the potential earnings are anywhere from like $15 to $50 an hour. So if for whatever reason in 2025, you stuck in the house, you need to generate or earn some more money, number three may be an option for you as well. Number four is a great one that another one of my business partners turned me to. And this is selling digital products. Selling digital products is a game changer. eBay addicts. Jeff, what's good with you, man? If you guys are selling on eBay or want to make more money, make sure y'all tap in and subscribe to his channel. Genuine guy, and has a lot of valuable content for sure. All right, let me get back into my notes here. Where we at? Number four, selling digital products. So what are digital products? It's just like it sounds. It's just like it sounds. It's products that are online, right? So whether you're creating an ebook, whether you're creating a course, you're basically packaging your knowledge to sell it online. The thing I like about digital products and coming into this space, you guys know I have an e-commerce store, and that's how I initially reached financial freedom. But with e-commerce, one of the cons, because it's always pros and cons of every business, even though we built our business up where we don't have to physically touch the products or anything anymore, we still have a physical product. So even though, you know, the virtual assistant is actually finding the products, even though the prep center is doing all the shipping, even though the prep center is doing all the preparing and packaging the products, even though Amazon is doing all the shipping and the customer service, we still have physical products. So it almost, in a sense, you know, it ties you to something in the physical realm. Digital products are amazing because of the low overhead, and it's a business that you can easily scale. So my income was already pretty good just selling off Amazon, because I've been selling on there the last 15 years. But once you add digital products in the mix, it's almost like pouring gasoline on the fire, right? Because it allows you, and it's really a wealth cheat code. And I was telling one of my just one of the guys in our mastermind about it, because it allows you to make something one time and sell it forever. I'm gonna say that again, right? Because sometimes I know I missed it initially, but you can create something one time and sell it an infinite amount of times, and you don't have to be there for the fulfillment. Because a lot of the times, you know, we can run up a nice size bag. we making great money at work, and I don't have anything against the 9 to 5 if you enjoy your 9 to 5, but you have to show up to get the money, right? You got to show up to keep your job. Whenever you create a great digital product that solves the problem, man, it's a game changer. You can create a low ticket item, a simple ebook that solves a specific problem. And I need you guys to hear me clearly, okay? Whenever you're creating these products, and I mentioned it earlier, I see some people jumping on a bit, but do not create it with what you deem is valuable. I gotta say that point again. Make sure it's valuable to the other person because they are the ones paying for the products, okay? So listen, right? A big part of entrepreneurship is listening. What do the people want? And then when they tell you what they want or you figure out their problem, make sure you have a good solution. Now, they're not going to care in the form that you give them the solution. When you got a headache, if somebody has a Tylenol or a Aleve, like, I don't care if it's liquid, I don't care if you have the pill, I just need my headache to be gone. That's the analogy I want to use. If they have a big enough problem or a problem that you can solve, and you tell them, hey, this is the solution, it makes selling a lot easier because you say, hey, well, like the analogy that I just used, hey, you're the one with the headache. This is the Aleve and the Tylenol right here on the shelf. You don't have to say, hey, buy my Tylenol. Hey, buy my Aleve. You give them the option. And if it's me and I got money, which is a finite resource, if I have the money, I'm going to pay you, right? Because I don't want to walk around with a headache all day. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to take the Aleve, and then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the headache. So it's the same way with creating these digital products. The worst way, and a lot of people do it this way. I made this mistake at the beginning, so don't feel bad, but they'll go and create the product first, right? I'm going to say that again. They'll go and create the digital product first, then take it to the marketplace. Who we got down there? Anytime y'all comment or y'all got questions, drop them in the chat. Appreciate you supporting, brother. But they'll go and create the digital product first and then take it to the marketplace. And then they'll complain, well, my family ain't supporting me. My friends ain't supporting me. Nobody really bought my book besides, my family. My mama bought my book. My dad bought my book. My sister, whoever, my brother. But after that, man, they ain't really showing support. And it's not that. We have to remove emotions outside of business, right? It's up to us to create a solution so powerful that they want to come and run to you saying, hey, I want this solution that you have, right? Enter the conversation that's going on in their head. Obsess over your customer, right? What problems are they having? What keeps them up at night? What are their fears, right? And once you obsessed over that person, what's one small problem that you can solve for that customer? Once you solve it for, you're solving it for a group of people that fit that specific profile. So all of your marketing with your digital products in every digital product you create, now you can solve more than one problem, but this marketing must be different for each problem that you're solving if you move outside of that target audience or that avatar. Okay, so that's very essential that if you want to start making money from home, again, you can go on Canva, you can use ChatGPT, which is an AI. You can create, unlimited amount of digital products, right? It could be a checklist to help somebody with a major problem. But the key thing is not about the length. Let me say this too. I'm kind of staying on digital products a minute. And I want you, if you guys are in the chat, you guys tell me, because I know the answer for me. But if you're in the chat and you're not at work, you're somewhere you can type it in the chat. Let's just say, right, somebody had a solution to a problem, a specific problem you had, right? Okay. Let's say you had the money and it was a strong enough problem, and you understand the time is your most valuable asset. So you're not one of those people that say, hey, I'm going to figure it out myself. You're one of those people that say, hey, I got this money. I'm willing to deploy this money to get this solution solved, right? So let's set that baseline, okay? because a lot of people have this confused, and I have these conversations a lot in the DM. Okay, let's say somebody had that solution and they could solve your issue in 1 minute. They had a video, right? Listen to this scenario. They had a video where they can solve yours, whatever I said solve your solution. Y'all know what I meant. Solve your problem in 1 minute. So they charge you $1,000, right? For 1 minute, but that solution works. Now, this other person, on the other hand, they had the same price. It was $1,000, but their solution, their course, we could say it's a video or a video course. Now, their video course to solve your solution took 5 hours. Which one is more valuable? Solution, put 1 or 2 in the chat. Number 1 is the one that solves your problem in 60 seconds. The other one solves your problem in 5 hours. So 1 is for 60 seconds or 1 minute, and 2 is for the one that solves your problem in 5 hours. Put a 1 or 2 in the chat. All right. So when I see Mr. Robert Davis, appreciate you tapping in. Hopefully you get value. All right. We got a 1. Anybody else? And I mean, there's no wrong answer, but I'm just telling you, for the kind of customers that you should be targeting, or the target audience you should be targeting, and other people that you may not want to target. So we got a 1. If you guys are watching on another platform, I'm not going to be able to see your comments, okay? So we got 1s in the chat. So you guys are already thinking at a high level. As for me and usually my circle, if you really understand, if you have the means and you understand time is your most valuable asset, you understand option number 1 is actually the most valuable one. Why? Let me explain that, right? Let me explain that. D Wavy, appreciate you. The reason why is because, guys, we got to understand that our time is finite. So the person, I don't care if it costs $1,000 and they solved it in 60 seconds. Some people look at the time and say, hey, well, the course isn't worth it because it's only 60 seconds. But if you realize that time is your most valuable asset, and the thing you're concerned with is getting your problem or your solution the fastest, boom, they the same price. I'm not going to spend 5 hours when I can get this same solution solved in 1 minute. Now, the reason why I expanded on that specific example is because we'll look at it. I have plenty of people. Well, how long is your course? You know, where it's this amount. Oh no, I need some more context is this. Guys, and I already know that they're not my target audience, and that's cool because they don't really understand the value of their time just yet. But the people that I do come across, and the reason why I'm telling you this is not for me, but for you guys to learn. Whenever you're creating a digital product, whenever you do that ebook, a lot of people ask me, well, how long does it have to be, right? How long does it have to be? It could be as short as it needs to be. It could be 1 page. It could be 1 sentence if it solves the specific problem. It needs to be as long as it needs to be. Are y'all tracking? If you're tracking, put a 1 in the chat. If you're tracking, it needs to be as long as it needs to be. Don't fluff them. Don't add any extra. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna say this to add an extra 50 to 100 pages. That actually makes it less valuable when you do that, right? That makes it less valuable because now they got to take time and read through the fluff. Okay, so I don't care if you can solve the problem short as it needs to be, because that makes it more valuable. Solve the problem as quick as you can. All right. So when you're creating that ebook, you can use Chat GPT, a free tool, or you can use the paid version. Like I have, create your digital assets. This is something you can do in 2025. The educational space and digital assets are going through the roof. Okay. So that's ton of value for you guys. All right. So that's number 4. Number 5, what you guys are watching me on now. Content creation, right? Creating content, whether that's YouTube, whether that's blogging, whether that's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. All right. So what exactly do? You need to produce engaging content, and not just engaging, because I don't think I'm always the most entertaining. I would say produce valuable content. And it's going to be dependent on your audience. If you guys know Kai Cenat, a very popular streamer, I Show Speed, you got Mr. Beast, they create entertaining content, right? Because they want to attract these mass number of people. They want to get sponsorships and all that good stuff. I'm just really trying to add value. I know where my lane is, and I know I'm going to attract the right people who, okay, man, this guy probably can help me in business or scale my business up. So I just create valuable content. You're not going to see me giving away $1 million for whoever can touch the Lamborghini the longest or anything like that. But I know where my lane is, and I know where my expertise and where I put in the work. E-commerce, business, making money online. I can come and I can talk this all day because it's what I've done, and I'm not speaking from theory. Okay, so whenever you go to create content, make sure you're confident, make sure you're comfortable in that lane, and you actually know what you're talking about now. And the other aspect of that, this is something you can do. You can just turn on your phone. You don't really even have to have a fancy camera or anything like that. If you turn on your phone and your content is valuable enough, people gonna tap in. I don't have any fancy music or anything like that, but people gonna slowly start to tap in. Your first couple of videos, you may have nobody watching and nobody views, but if you know it's aligned in your purpose, you want to continue to keep going, because eventually you're going to reach the people who need the message just through the law of attraction. So again, content creation, and if you don't want to create it for yourself, you can start to help other people create it, right? So it's other people. I had somebody DM me with a cold DM just saying, hey, I can help you create posts for your Instagram, for your Facebook. Hey, I'm going to give you these posts for completely free. If they get you some leads, cool. If they don't, man, don't worry about it. I can give you more free posts until, we can work together, or, you can just go ahead we can go about our business, and we don't have to, build a partnership. That's the kind of people that get my attention, right? Because people are usually asking for payment up front, but haven't added any value. Anytime, and this is a little bit of a tangent, but anytime you're trying to build a relationship or you want something, lead with value first. Find out. Don't just say, hey, because, all right, let's give this example here. Let's just say I got a lawn care service, right? And you live in a condo, right? You live in a condo in New York, but I got a lawn care service. I got the best lawn care service in the whole world, right? In my mind, hey, you know what I'm going to do? That person, I got a lawn care service. So I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to trim your hedges. I'm going to edge your yard. I'm going to cut your grass every single day to make sure it's perfect, right? But let's just say I didn't even think that you in New York City and you up in a high rise or a condo. You like, yeah, that's cool. That is of value to you, because maybe you're a multiple $1 million lawn care service owner, but that's not of value to me. So whenever you're researching or building these relationships, research to see what the other person deems is valuable. Do you have to pay them to get in their circle? Do you have to, what problem or what value can you add to them first, right? And then you can open up the lane to do business and partnership together. But let me tie this back in. The same way it's going to work for content creation. I would offer posts. I would do short reels for free, see what their audience needs, and see how you can create that, okay? If you guys are tracking, put a 1 in the chat. Hopefully y'all tracking, gaining value. So again, if you're getting on late, you may want to go back and watch the other ones, but a quick recap. Number 1 was freelancing. Number 2 was affiliate marketing. Number 3 was online tutoring and teaching. Number 4 was digital products. Number 5, which we just went over, was content creation. Number 6 here, and this one Um, could it could go either way. So for sure, can you make money doing this online? Yes. Stock option trading, right? But I say take that with a grain of salt because you're talking to somebody who's lost tens of thousands of dollars in the market. It is risky. Um, some people will say it's not, but just off of my experiences, I've definitely lost tens of thousands of dollars trading options. Now I'm more of a long-term trader, but can you make money doing it? Yes, absolutely. You can make money doing it, but just be careful. In my opinion, wouldn't do that full time. I would always have another income stream. And you guys may see on some posts, they may have a day where they made 10, 12, 15, $20,000 in a day, but then the next day or a couple days later, they might have lost 10, 15, 20, $30,000. So take that with a grain of salt because nobody can predict the market regardless of what they tell you. And be careful with investments like that. I, for one, whenever I make my money, I like to keep it. I don't like to see, well, I could possibly lose it all the next day or lose a good chunk of it. So just be careful with that stuff, man. But I wanted to give you guys not just my personal opinion on everything, but I wanted to do the research and bring it to you guys to give you guys your option because you may be a way better option trader than me. I'm just telling you, I made good money in it, but I also, over time, lost all that money plus additional money. So, yeah, just be careful with stock option trading, okay? All right, let's go to the next one here. The next one I have is number 7. So this is another one you can do right there from your home or from your laptop. And I have here is print or on demand or POD. And essentially what you can do, and this is the exact play I would probably run, is going to a graphic designer, and instead of just trying to design something myself, I would get a professional to do a design for me. And I would make sure it resonates with a certain audience. So the way that I do business is always starting with the problem first, right? Start with a problem or a group of people that have that problem. And then I create all of my products and services based off of that. So if you guys are jumping in to start any of these ideas, start with that first, then reverse engineer the process. Okay, so let's get back on the print on demand. So I would find out what people are passionate about, a problem or a solution that they need or a problem that they have, and then create a brand or a graphic design t-shirts. You can put them on hats, you can put them on shoes, but that's a way to start building up definitely some money online. Of course, you're gonna need marketing to market. I will partner with influencers in that specific industry. That's the easiest way to really get the word out because you could spend a ton on ads, but if you can get a partnership, remember, how do we get partnership? Leading with value. You got to find out what's of value. Is it their charity? 9 times out of 10, if they're a decent sized influencer and they understand monetization on social media, they're already going to be making good money. But I don't know if it's their kids, right? I don't know what it is, but you finding what's valuable to them and somehow tying in the value that you have and being able to offer them that, it takes the stress off of just trying to connect with them and get what you want. And it makes the partnership a lot easier. So that print on demand, I would make sure when I'm building my brand, it's actually around something that people are passionate about, right? It needs to be something people are passionate about and are willing to, and I'm just speaking of if you're doing like t-shirts or merch or apparel, it should be something. So like University of South Carolina, if you guys should see this hoodie here, it's a plain hoodie. It's not anything crazy. But it's the school that I graduated from. It's the school that my wife graduated from. It's the school that my mom graduated from. So yeah, we take our kids to some of the women's basketball games. So yeah, this is something we would buy. So in the same vein, whether it's a sports team or not, be sure it's something passionate about that they wouldn't mind wearing out, and they'll buy it, right? Whether it's tied to something about health, something about their life, something about their spouse, something about their kids. Think about it, because we don't, again, whenever you have products or service, you don't ever want to force it on them. You want to attract them in, right? They should feel like, man, those hats, I like that hat right there, man. I got to get me one of them. Instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to support you, because the support is good, but you want to make sure that they're getting the value. You don't want to always have it seeming like, well, man, I'm not getting any value from this, but such and such, I know them, I'm going to support you. Okay. So yeah, digital products, look at the customer and the solution first. Let's go into the next one. And if you guys getting value as we going down this list, we got about 2 or 3 more. Make sure, all I ask is you like and you share the video with somebody it may help or can help. Number 8 is, man, this is crazy that a lot of people don't take advantage of, is flipping websites and domain. Okay. Flipping websites and domains. So essentially what you can do, you can go on like GoDaddy.com, you can go on Namecheap.com and secure a URL or a domain name. All right. So let's say, for example, like before Bitcoin even hit the market, you could have got www.bitcoin.com, but you need to run this play, in my opinion, you need to be thinking outside the box of what's coming, right? You need to be a forward thinker, is what I call it, a forward thinker. Or you need to see something that, hey, man, that's going to pop and nobody snatched this up yet. By securing a domain name or a URL, man, you can sit on there and hold it, and then it will still be available on GoDaddy or Namecheap, but they will start to send you offers. I've seen domain names go as high as, in my opinion, well, from one of my mentors, bought a domain name for $1 million, right? That seems unbelievable, right? They didn't buy your business. Let me explain this to you. Because that specific domain name was relevant to the business they were running, they purchased that domain name from the guy who secured it for $1 million. And all he did, I'm pretty sure, to secure the domain name on Namecheap or GoDaddy, or I don't know, some of the other sites, he probably got it less than $30. But he had the awareness to say, hey, I'm going to put this in. And it'll show you, whenever you have different ideas, it'll show you what all is available, what's not available. And if it's not available, they have a service where they can contact the owner to see if they'll entertain offers. Also, if you just want to sell your domain name, it'll be listed. So if you put in, like I put in TravisCooper.com, but it was already taken back in like 1995. 1995, I was like 8, 9 years old. So I wasn't thinking about purchasing my domain name at that time. But so it's already gone, and they're not selling it because I was interested in getting it. But it's the same way you can do it though. But instead of it saying taken, whatever the domain name you think is going to blow up in the future, you can go ahead and lock that down, and they will partner. And you can put a price on it. You can put, hey, buy this for $20,000, $30,000. And imagine taking a $30 investment and somebody giving you $30,000. So let's just say they just give you $5,000 for it. That's a great return on investment, right? If you ever hit the jackpot and get 6 or 7 figures, that's a game changer from just being a forward thinker and looking at those trends and say, hey, I need to lock these down. All right. The next one, that was number 8. Oh, and I already told you guys. So that's where you secure your domain name is GoDaddy, Namecheap, all of that. But where you can sell the domain name also is like flipper.com is another one. So you can relist them on those sites. But if you want to just sell the domain name, another one is flipper.com, FLIPPA. And you can also sell businesses up there. All right, number 9, my personal favorite that changed my life. and where I initially started my education business is e-commerce, right? Selling products online, man, definitely changed the game for me. The way that we've built the business to do it now. Now, initially when I started, you could not do this without leaving your home because I was actually getting the products from around my area and then shipping them into Amazon. Now we built the system up and perfected it. So now you don't have to leave your home. You actually can leverage a virtual assistant or a VA to get all of the products for you, right? You don't have to leave your home. Let them do the work. From them getting the products, you're going to set up a middle or a third party service, which is a prep center. Once your BAs purchase your products, they're going to send them to your prep center. If you're here in the States, I know I got a couple people internationally that watch me, but once they send them to the prep center is going to get them ready to send into Amazon. Then UPS will come and pick up all your products, and then Amazon going to store your products. They'll pick them, they'll pack them, they'll ship them off to the customers and handle all the customer service for you. So e-commerce was a game changer for me. And I recommend not just listing on Amazon, but cross-list your products too. And FBA or Fulfillment by Amazon will be able to fulfill your products and ship them out. You can list them on eBay. You can list them on Mercari, cross-list them off of across multiple platforms. I would also recommend if you have a Wix or a Shopify site, man, throw it on there too. Why not? The more eyes, the better. And once you start to send traffic to your own website, like your Shopify, your Wix site, you're going to have a certain amount of traffic that comes to your website. You're going to build a small customer base that starts to purchase from your personal e-commerce store. And then, yeah, the sky's the limit, because we know that Amazon is the big dog, right? We know that they have this monster share of the pie. But like I was telling another one of my mentees, we only need a small percentage to make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, tens of millions of dollars with a small percentage of the market. You really don't need that much. Let Amazon still have the big pie, but if you can get, 5 to 10,000 people to visit your specific e-commerce site every month, you can make some money if you're targeting the right people and you have the right products. Okay. All right, the next one I want to get into is consulting and coaching. That's another thing. Again, leveraging your expertise. Down here, I had provide one-on-one advice, like business, fitness, personal finance. But I would challenge you, instead of one-to-one, do more one-to-many. Now, when you're starting out, you're probably not going to have that many clients. You'll start a little slow. So then you can do a one-on-one via Zoom, leveraging your expertise. But once you start to get a community in, you can get them all on one Zoom call. And I say this, I said this a couple videos together. The power of talking one-to-many is because people are going to ask questions and add value, and it's going to expedite or multiply the amount of value that everybody gets. This person can ask a great question to open up your mind and take you down the rabbit hole to say, oh, well, I didn't think about this. I'm glad they asked this. So on that one-on-one call, you may never would have asked that question, but because it was in a group setting, it allowed you to expand your mind and you got more value than just being on there one-on-one. All right. So that's number 10. I'm gonna give you guys a bonus one too. Number 11, this is a crucial one, is renting out digital assets, right? Renting out digital assets. So what would that look like? So renting out a digital asset, this is how I would do that. Now, it's multiple ways to do it, but just giving you guys a practical example. Let's say, for example, you understood SEO or search engine optimization. What is that? Essentially, it's the ability to be able to rank websites on search engines. So for Google, if I type in, what can I type in? If I typed in appliance repair, right? If you type in appliance repair, Columbia, South Carolina, and let's say I had an appliance repair business, I have the ability to customize websites. So whenever somebody goes to Google, my website, Travis Appliance Repair, will be number one. That's going to get you a ton of customers coming in, right? Because on that search, boom, I'm popping up every single time that somebody needs their appliances repaired. Now, because I own that domain, this is a major play, okay? This is a major play. Now, I can run it specifically for my business, but what a lot of high-level entrepreneurs do, once they get that website to rank that high, they will say, hey, well, I actually don't want to fulfill doing the appliance repair business anymore. Okay, follow where I'm going with this now. Whenever you type in appliance repair, Columbia, South Carolina, and we're just talking about, for an example, it could be whatever your business is, okay? Mine pops up first. So my website is already ranking number one on Google. I can, instead of putting it just for my business, I just wanted to say appliance repair, Columbia, South Carolina. I don't want it to go specifically to my business, but I want to sell those leads or rent that website out to other people. Because we know whenever you go to Google and you put an appliance repair, you know that's a customer looking to have an appliance repaired. So it's potential leads for your business, right? So they're going to click on the website. They're going to call whatever number that I have on there to talk to somebody to see if they can get somebody out to come do a estimate on what it's going to cost and what parts and what all they need to repair. I can shop that around to all the appliance repair businesses in Columbia. I can say, hey, I have the top website that ranks in Columbia. People will definitely pay me thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to rent that URL. And this is just one example, because appliance repair, you know, they can tax you. Oh, you need this, you need that. Oh, the washer, this, that, and other. It's going to cost X amount of dollars to fix. Think about all the lucrative industries, whether it's roofing, right? I don't know if you guys ever had a roof replaced, but we had ours replaced on this house. I want to say 2017, and back then it was about $7,000 to $8,000. So the job is usually a 5+. It's probably $10,000+ job to do it today, if not more. So think about it: going in those industries, getting that website to rank, and then shopping that out to other businesses in your area can be a game changer. They'll say, hey, well, let me rent it for the month, because they know one job can pay $10,000, right? Business, whenever you're doing B2B or businesses to business to business, they understand. They're willing to, okay, well, I'll give you $10,000 because all we need is one job. Everything else besides that is cherry on top. Okay, so that's why it's important. And really, for all of these, if you can, shop them around to other businesses, because for one, they're going to have the money to pay you if they're doing business the right way and they're successful, and they understand how business works. They understand that they need to invest in themselves to scale, and they understand the value of your offer. They're going to be thinking in terms of a business rather than an individual who's never done business, okay? All right, I got one question from Mr. Luke Brown. Yo, buying a house for $225,000 for $50,000 down, 14 a month on a 5-year bubble at 7.7 interest is a good idea. I would say, man, it's depending on the area, and it's depending on what you choose to do with it, right? Now, I'm not an expert in real estate by any means, but it's going to be depending on the appreciation in the area. Are you planning on renting it out? Are you planning on leasing it? I would say, what's your end goal? What's your strategy for it? Is it a house you trying to use as your primary residence? So I would need a little bit more context to kind of tell you if it's a good idea or not. I'm not sure if it's an investment or your primary property. But yeah, that's going to definitely be up to you. If you can rent it out and get over 1% of what your normal mortgage would be, I would say yes, it would be a good idea. But real estate investors, not even knowing if you investing in real estate, they have different investing strategies. Is this going to be a potential fix and flip before that bubble pops in 5 years? So I would need a little bit more context, but great question. And I appreciate you tapping in. If there's any other questions, make sure to drop it down in the chat. Y'all, I'm going to, the next video I'm going to bring to y'all over here on the East Coast, it's about 8 p.m. I'm going to try to run the ollies before they close. I know I gave you guys, if you didn't see that live stream, go back and check it out. How to make $5,000 to $10,000 per month. What you should do now, I'm gonna go try to get some profitable products, right, and shoot a quick video, and I'll be back later tonight. You guys know I usually come back late night, so if you want to tap back in for the late night mastermind, y'all tap in. Again, all I'm asking, if you got value from this video, like it, share it with somebody that can help, share it with somebody that needs the help or it can help. Y'all be blessed. Love. See y'all soon. Let's go.